Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Wadash, the bonus of the elect, apostle, bishops, elders, Zachariah, Millstone, and Ruel. Shalom to elect Aki out there doing this work in sincerity and truth, and not for vainglory in season out of season. Shalom to the men, women, sons, and daughters of the elect of the nation Israel, which are the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of you so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right. Let's just read this. Cry aloud, spare not. That's what the prophets are doing. Okay, we're crying out. You know, we're crying out, man. For all this wickedness. Oh, well, matter of fact, let's go to it. What is it? Ezekiel 9:4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yep. Ezekiel 9:4. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, which are Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, West Indian Haitians, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right. It says, and set a mark upon the forehead, which that's in the Hebrew, thawah, meaning being exempt from judgment, being exempt from judgment, upon their foreheads of the men who sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So yeah, so the prophets are out there sighing and crying, meaning we're out there prophesying all the wickedness that's being done here in America, mainly America and all over the world. Okay. All right. So that's what the prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai do. They don't sugarcoat shit. They don't spare your feelings. They tell you to straight up what the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is. All right, so let's go back to Isaiah 58:1. All right. These are quick hitters. 58:1. It says, cry aloud, spare not. We're not out there to spare your feelings. We're not politically correct. Okay? All right? We're not here to sugarcoat anything to you. So-called two-thirds Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. We're here to tell you the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. And you may see us out there speaking loud, but that's what we're supposed to do. It says, and show my people their transgressions, which is their wickedness, and the house of Jacob their sins. Who's the house of Jacob? You so-called Negroes. Okay? West Indian Haitians. All right? Okay? All right? Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. Because, you got a lot of videos of a lot of so-called, black men, so-called black women on there talking about, the purple and gold, Nate and them, speaking, about Israel. You got them speaking about General Yohana. Now are they going off on certain things? Yes, they are. But they're still teaching Israel. And, of course, so-called Negroes don't like that. They want to be spared their feelings. They want a prosperity preaching They want to hear smooth things, like the scriptures say. They don't want to hear the truth. You know, so they get on there and they talk about, oh, these Israelites, don't listen to them. You know, they don't know what they talking about. They ain't gonna never go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially black women, especially black women, especially so-called black women. Okay, you the main ones. You got black men talking shit too, but especially the black woman, because she don't like the message, man. She don't like the gospel, which the word gospel means good news. You know, the good news is that she's going to be in the kingdom of heaven over the so-called white man. You know, but the black woman, of course, she ain't trying to hear nothing about nothing, man. You know, about changing her ways. Okay? About getting right with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. She ain't trying to hear that. You know? So they talking all kind of buku shit. Why? Because their feelings are not being spared. Okay? All right? And especially here at Great Millstone. Okay? And any other camp that's in the spirit of Great Millstone, teaching the same thing as the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. We ain't sparing your fucking feelings, man. Black woman. You this so-called black woman. Because you the main shit talker, man, out of all the tribes. Yeah, you got your West Indians and Haitians and, you know, Latinos and Native Americans and some Indians too. But especially the fucking black woman, man. We ain't here to spare your fucking feelings, man. We're going to tell you what the scriptures say, and that's it. Like the scriptures say, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. We still supposed to speak the truth of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, of his word. You know? And you men too, man. You so-called black, West Indian, Haitian men, you Latino, Hispanic men, yo, man, you get super emotional too, yo. You know? You know? Because your feelings is not being spared. But that, shalom. Continue to do the work. Spare on goddamn feelings, man. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Israel their sins. That's right. So you going off, this is going to happen. All right? All right? Whatever things you doing that's not according to the word of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, you're going to be told to change your ways, or you're going to get destroyed by Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Shalom. And you too, black woman. You think you the goddess of the fucking universe. And you ain't. You're just a fucking woman, man. And shit, you ain't even a woman. The word woman means servant. You're just a female, man. Okay? A pit bull in heat. Like back at One West. Like Yeshua used to say. Shalom.